I even actually at odd times would be like, if you're watching this until 3 years from now, hello, how is the future? Have things sorted themselves out, or is everything still shit? Do let me know in the comments. Or have I approved? If you're watching this on YouTube 4 years from now, am I still streaming? Did it work out? Do let me know. Leave it down in the comments below. So I always kind of imagine, even if nobody's there listening to me now, they might do at some point. Oh, actually, this was a big... It's funny the little milestones you have, right? It's like when I was regularly, a lot of my YouTube videos are doing all right. I was thinking, it's like, oh my god, it's like exploded, and it's like most of my videos are getting like 2 or 3 views now. I mean, it's amazing. As opposed to like most of them are getting at least 1 view, let alone 0 views. But one of the other funny things was, is like somebody asked me in chat last week. They said 2 people asked me about doing multiplayer games, but one of them said, are you going to do any community multiplayer games? And I was like, that's the first time somebody's referred to this as a community. And it's like, oh, there's a milestone. I'm going to actually waffle if someone a couple of years from now clips that. I really do hope I'm going to get like some things. Oh, we did kind of kill him. Please just sack. Please just sack. Please just sack. I don't have any units now. Anywhere to recruit units. Surfbar's coming to give me a hand. I've still got that rebellion there. Oh, I wonder if that rebellion's going to go in. Does that rebellion just disappear now? Or might they go in and destroy the Red Eye? That would be funny. Capital lost. Oh, they actually made a point of saying capital lost. Community multiplayer can be a slippery slope if you bring them on comms, like if they swear up a storm. Yeah, no. I kind of was thinking about that. I mean, I did kind of say to him, it's like, I want to do that kind of stuff, but for sure. But you know, I don't just want to do it on a whim. I've had a couple of people who were like, I think somebody was trying to troll me. There was something with Stellaris when I was first playing there. I came across a Marauder group, and it's like they had these huge battleships, and I thought I hadn't seen a Titan yet at this point. I was looking at the health, and it's like this is way more powerful than a normal battleship. Is this a Titan? And somebody's like, no, that's just a battleship. Oh, are you on Discord? It's like, oh no, I haven't set up a Discord yet. It's like, oh, because I can come on chat and help you. And it's like, no, no. Why would I? I'm streaming here. But it's just like, what kind of world do you think that's a good idea? A grudge issued. Oh, you know, we're going to get all these extra grudges. I tell you what, if we lose this battle, and I've already lost some Slayers, right? And when I say lose this battle, you are sieging him. That's kind of funny. I mean, I guess they would probably raise it, but they don't have a garrison here yet. I mean, what? They're probably going to wait a couple of turns, right? That's funny. I don't want to just wait around for a couple of turns. I mean, if I could recruit some units somewhere, that would be maybe useful. Let's get Mount Gumbad, my new default capital, right? Upgraded. I'll go on comms offline first before I bring anyone on stream. Yeah, it's probably... I've seen people do, like playing Hearts of Iron with 70 odd people. It's not even... It doesn't even necessarily be on comms, but if you be... I don't know. It's interesting. It's definitely something I have to think about. I'd even talk about to... I was actually saying, because Combat Bunny had mentioned at some point about me joining one of his... Hearts of Iron. But I saw you doing Stellaris last week. I might just even get on one of his things and stream it from my end first. Try doing it a lot. I get a feel of like how it should work and things like that. Man, I have no recruitment buildings. It sounds so stupid. Because you start off with a recruitment building that allows you to recruit Slayers over here, so I never bothered beelining anything else. I'm going to come down here and just go into an ambush.
Forwards.
And then, I can't reach there this turn anyway, right? But if they pull away... Can I move a bit closer?
The Slayer throng moves.
We'll see what happens, because it's like, if these guys go into siege, I can just attack straight away afterwards. I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens there. What else can I do? I can't do anything, man. I mean, it's not like I've got no settlements, right? Arguably, yeah, we'll get it back. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Still fine. Still fine. I've seen it before, actually. It's like the whole name and stuff after things. But I've seen other people do it, right? But I would watch Quill. I think it would be fun to do more co-op stuff. Like do Total War battles against each other for an hour or something. Oh, what you mean with other streamers and stuff? Yeah, I mean that's kind of the target, I think, for networking is ideally like getting other streamers. You know, you stream your end, I'll stream my end. It's kind of cross promotion type thing. Even just doing a full campaign or whatever, yeah, something like that. I mean, at this, I mean, I'm only just really getting to the stage where, I mean, without having a huge amount of followers myself anyway, it's not necessarily as much to gain. But yeah, I think that kind of stuff might be a good place to start. But I've seen, obviously, when you get bigger streamers, it's like they do the multiplayer stuff, and it's like they, not necessarily subscribers only, but it's subscribers first. And you think if somebody subscribed to you for a little while, then, I mean, the people I'm thinking of is people who like might get a few hundred people watching them and stuff. Because you get to a certain point, right? You can't double check everybody. I mean, we're talking quite late game. I don't know why these guys keep coming up here. I don't know why Manfred's over here. He's not been at war with me. He's not at war with Zufbar. He's not at war with the orcs who are here. This is some weird AI behavior. He's been having... Oh, it looks like he's got Tempelhof, though. Seems to have had trouble filling off, defeating Tempelhof. But it's like he's just hiding up here. He doesn't even seem to be recruiting up here or anything like that. It's just so bizarre. I'm guessing Zufbar's coming after... not Zufbar. Tempelhof's coming after him. So strange. Ah, Zufbar pulled their army back. I'm guessing that's because they couldn't do anything here.
To war.
God, I've only got 10 units as well. Well, my ambush didn't get discovered.
Yes,
Well, I can attack from here, right? But yeah, I'm totally going to wait for them to siege. They ain't going to wait a turn or two, right, aren't they? Right, aren't they? We'll just keep an ambush as well, because then they might not see us. Oh, they do have an army here. Oh, they didn't move, though. I should tell them, because I think they're there. I told them to attack the Red Eye tribe. Can I tell you to attack the rebels as well? I think everybody's default at war with rebels. I think that's why he maybe didn't move. Because it's like, oh, I can't come and attack these now. But I can't just want them to be here. If they come and attack these. I wonder if I can move closer so that I'm in reinforcement range.
Onward to death.
But I bet you I can't go into... Oh, I can go into ambush there.
Prowls will be
Because you can't
satisfied
go
with
into
this.
ambush if you're in sight of an enemy. But like, it's so weird. I don't know what counts as being in sight. Because I feel like I'm pretty bloody close to him there. Getting a lot of money now. Oh, let's get this. There we go. Unit building. Oh, resources. Just really want the income. Yeah, let's have a look. Because we basically need to get some kind of recruitment building, don't we? Seeing as I can't even get dwarf warriors at the moment, I should really get a Gatoring, right? Seeing as we lost this one earlier. Do you have a favourite streaming moment? Don't know, not moment. It's like one of my friends. He works in, does some PR stuff for, like, in local government type stuff. But he was when he was talking about, I'll get some highlights, and it's like I'm too close to it to see what a highlight is. Just from a gameplay or a thingy point of view. But like, I guess were you there when I did that 20-hour stream? I guess you must have been. A lot of people came in, but I think doing that final battle, having all the kind of thing, like it's the end of, against the contingency, watching all my fleets arrive. But it's also the combination of the fact that I was at the end of a 20-hour stream, and that was the night I met all the requirements for being an affiliate. It wasn't even just in fact it was a 20-hour stream. It's the fact that there was like an average of 8 people watching me for 20 hours, which was kind of nuts. We've already got a granary. Let's get the granary leveled up. Should get beer. I mean, I need units, right? I don't... Let's get that. If we're not going to be able to get Slayers straight away... I mean, we've got a good amount of money. I'm happy to save up some money for a bit. Oh, was that in Gunbad? No, it wasn't. No, that was at Nashok's Lair, right? Let's get you upgraded, though. Because you can kind of stockpile this population surplus and we can use it elsewhere. Oh, stop going on. I'm not going to do... Now I just got to do a 24-hour. I mean, the thing with that one as well, I think the only reason I kind of managed to do it, I guess I think Omnimech particularly was around for pretty much the entire time. Which just kind of kept me going. But knowing there were people there, otherwise I would have given up early, I think. Just end the turn. Come on, Forgrim, take out these guys. I mean, it was obviously never intended to be a 20-hour stream. We were just kind of like, God, I should be done in a couple of hours. Stream's supposed to end at 11, but you know, if I can finish by 1, that's fine. I might as well. It gets to 1 o'clock. It's like, but I think we're pretty close to the end, so we'll go till 3. But Combat Bunny came in and saw me. I guess did he raid me and host me like before he went to bed? And then when he got up the next morning, I was still there. 24-hour confirmed. Nice. I'm too old for that shit, man. It really did. It kind of knocked me out for the next few days. I didn't stream for a few days anyway. But then that was more down to Paradox announcing, saying that the Solaris DLC was coming a few days later. Too old? What happened to being 21? Well, you know, 21's like, you know, you can start getting old. It's not they don't have the same energy like you do as a 15-year-old. Oh wow, you took Eshen. That's cool. I'm happy with that. Oh, come and take Waldenhof as well. Come on, rebels, go and siege this place. Because you can't recruit anyway as long as they're at siege, and the garrison won't replenish. Lies and slander. Oh, what was there? There's a... I think there's a couple of I don't know, I'm trying to think of a Karak quote from Deep Space Nine. I mean, it's kind of like, oh, it's all true. Even the lies, especially the lies. Gotta have a bit of mysticism, a bit of mystery about me on the internet. Oh, for God's sake, just go and siege him, right? How long are you gonna wait? It's not gonna take that long, right? I mean, I don't care. Well, I guess I don't care. I mean, it's holding me up a bit, but it's like it's holding these up more.
The slayer in me seeks death.
I can't. I'm gonna struggle to take out this army and then take out the other army. And they haven't discovered my ambush. They didn't realise it's like, oh, we've got this siege against these orcs, and it's like there's this dwarf army there. Yeah, let's get you upgraded. Yeah, I don't know where we'll end up having a recruitment hub. I don't know if it necessarily. All these places with just the two. I think we'll have to have a split over a couple of bits. Am I getting a bunch of corruption? No. Surprised I'm not getting any vampire corruption from these been. I don't know what Manfred's doing. This is kind of makes me worried for the AI when they're doing silly stuff. Mystery, oh yes, my dog is wearing a monocle because of you. You need more mystery. I kind of like the fact that anybody who's kind of joined the stream in the last half hour will not understand that statement in the slightest. I don't feel the urge to explain it. I feel like there was something I should have done there. I definitely understand how people make silly mistakes and get distracted, like when they're streaming. Again, I can blame you, Merrick, for all the for any bad things I do. What's Sifbar gonna do now then? Ah, my ambush has been foiled. I mean, it doesn't matter. It depends if they react to it or not. I hope they don't. Maybe just carry on with their siege and let me come in afterwards. I mean, if this works out. Whoa. Why blame you? It's just a distraction, that's all. Just wait until I name a lord after you. I'll be blaming every defeat after you, in that lord. I'm just an innocent bystander. Sure. I mean, to be fair, I could just ignore you if I really wanted to. So there's only so much blame I can throw your way. And what Swiftbar's doing, a lot of these armies, the same the vampires do, just wandering around in places where they get attrition. I think they keep changing their priorities from turn to turn. Now you're blocking me. It's not like I'm going to go far. Come on. Come on, siege them. I don't care who wins. As long as you both do a lot of damage to each other. Rude, can't ignore me, dog would cry. Don't make the dog cry. I love the fact that your dog reacts to my voice. Hey dog, do you want to go for walkies? Do you want to go for walkies? I've known other dogs who would just go crazy at that. It's kind of like the whole thing with like, you can say stuff to Alexa. And if you could say, Alexa, subscribe to channel Barely Competent Gaming. Yes! Look at this. Look at this. They blocked my army. Look at this. Ha ha ha. Oh, they've got a bit of a garrison now though. But, where once there were 2 full stacks, now there's just barely 1. Oh, they're all at full strength. How the hell are they at full strength, right? It's supposed to take you, like, turns to replenish. He has since gone back to snoozums. He did react in the start. Ah. Does he go crazy if you say walkies? Because old dog used to. Well, we're fighting this. God, that's so annoying. It's like they shouldn't get replenished when they're in siege, and then it should be at least half strength. Maybe that's something to benefit the AI gets. Well, we'll just, at least their walls are quite, there's a breach, which is probably their gate. And they don't have the full army, but... I mean, it should still be a winner, you know, it still kind of worked out in the end. We'll see. I might lose this battle. You never know. But I just know if it was me in this situation, it's like I wouldn't have the garrison. My garrison would be like pitifully bad. You can't say walk around him. And his name is Doug. So in conversation he can stare at you if you keep saying his name. I used to have a rabbit I just called Rabbit. It did have a name, but I just kept calling it Rabbit. Ah, there's an actual breach over here. Now I'm pretty sure that thingy army had no artillery to actually take down a wall, but they managed it somehow. The gate's open. Is the gate open as well? Oh, damage 50%. I mean, I don't really care about going... Do I care about going through the breach? Because they're all just basic infantry anyway. I know, like, my slayers can deal with them on the wall anyhow. You probably... Oh, maybe we'll send the characters and the giant slayers. We'll get these guys onto the walls here. We get these guys to run through the breach. I get these two. They did pretty good. Well, it might be Ungrim actually, but they took down the gate pretty quick. So I'll just get them to charge the gate. Even though it looks like it's open, and these guys can just do whatever the hell they want. Is that gate open? But it's not... Was I clicking on the gatehouse? Gatehouse. Oh, maybe the gates are open. Sorry, that's the gatehouse. That's the damage. Oh, so, yeah, it's just weird. That should count as 2 breaches, right? You only told me there was 1. But I misread that. If I read it more closely, paid more attention, would be fine. Rabbit. You know, Elmer Fudd is a real power mine. I don't know if that was... That probably wouldn't surprise me if that was Carthen's, but this is like... This is like when I was 16 or 17, so, you know, 3 or 4 years ago. So I probably thought I was being all big and clever. Oh, I think there was an issue actually, because I think we thought it was a girl at first and then it was a boy. I can't remember. I think it was like... And the name we originally named it, like, didn't feel like it fit anymore. And it's like, oh, sorry, I'll just call you Rabbit. Rabbit is gender neutral. I guess that wasn't exactly my thought process, but... Well, you guys may as well just come up onto the walls, I suppose. Figure out how to get up there. Man, one thing that really bugs me about the AI, just like, yeah, just stand there. There's some people over there. It's like, I wish you could almost voluntarily put people into a rage mode, like the Lisman and Frenzy type people have. Just so they were just going to attack the next unit in. There was definitely situations where it's like, just go and attack. Grim Iron Fist. I love how they're all just northerners. UK northerners. A lot of them kind of speak like Combat Bunny, if he's still here. Let's... that doesn't matter. Let's get over here. Oh, where are... Hang on. Oh, the Thunderers are up there. There's definitely sometimes some odd path, and it's like, I should have realised, had this mistake before, I tell some archers or whatever to get up on the walls, and because the gate's open, they'll try and go through the gates and then go up, instead of going up the ladders, and it's like, no, that's not what I meant. Oh, let's get you guys to come around here, I guess. So I think that they might come back anyway, but probably should have sent a couple of them. Where am I? I don't know where the Thunderous flag is. But I guess oh, there it is. I was wondering if it was in the way there. Orngrim? Do you want to, like... Not definitely the best time to use it when he was actually just about to be hit. But, trying to focus on that Lord, right? Yeah, I knew they would come back. Go chase after them. Oh, you're not actually doing anything. Let's get you over here. Enemy Lord is dead. Sweet. Let's shoot at these guys, will you? I like that story, but I gotta head out. Thanks so much for the stream, as always. Keep up the good great work. Thank you very much, Merrick. Kind words, as always. Much appreciated. And hopefully see you again soon. I have to make sure I come check out some of your streams. I have I'm getting confused. There was a few different streamers who kind of follow me around the same time. I have definitely come and had a look, but I don't think I've been around for much. And like chatted away. You might have already gone before I actually replied to your comment. It's very, you get very tunnel visions when you're in the combats. Right, stop. Yeah, I have to be really careful with them. Let's end the battle. Because, yeah, with my Slayers not having any armor and stuff, getting the shots in the back by your own guys is, something worth avoiding. 115 kills. They might die, but they died with honor. So what I'd like, it might even happen, but if a unit does get disbanded because it doesn't have enough troops in it, I feel like if you have other units of the same kind, they should just merge with those automatically. I think it doesn't really matter. We can always pretend that's what happens, because you get a bunch of replenishment anyway in between turns. Because you're only talking about like a handful. It's less than 10%, isn't it? I'm not sure how many are in each of these units. Well, you know, got to rebuild Karak Kadrin now. So the whole benefit of playing as Ungrim now is you start in Karak Kadrin and you don't have to capture it. So yeah, it's a good thing I got it lost, and so I had to get it captured again. Yay, they didn't die, which is going to be a real good test of my replenishment. Level up. Raise the banners. Right, defeat the following army in battle, which is going to be recruitment cost -15 and recruitment rank. Brilliant, because that's the thing we need is more units. So it's still going to take them 2 turns, but that's an awful lot. Was it 30 a turn? Brilliant. Extra 30% replenishment. What did they... 60 guys. It was like 50% of them, isn't it? A turn. That's pretty sweet. That's actually going to be really useful. The amount of times I always get these kind of bonuses and it's like never well timed. Plus all the oath gold. Ooh, if we wait a turn we can get like a 90 level 90 item. Big pass is secure. Oh, yes. The broken Karak grudge. Capture the following assessments. Talisman of preservation. Amazing. And another archivist. That would be our 4th archivist. Oh, and we got a student. Oh, we can actually stick a student on somebody. Because you can't put duplicates. But students doesn't count as a duplicate. Awesome. So let's level you up for starters. So I mean, foes getting you up to Deadly Onslaught is cool. But I think, yeah, Slayer King. Melee attack for Slayer units. Get up to +10 melee attack for all my Slayers. Yeah. Bit of a no-brainer. War with us with all the Slayers. Oh, and let's swap out that silly Slayer's ring for the Talisman of Preservation, which is rare. Which means good old Dasmog can have that item. You know this crappy ring you crafted for me? Have it back. You've leveled up. Forge Fire. Oh, it's a constant. Extra 10% armor piercing. Strike the runes. Oh well, let's get some rune abilities first. Dampening. Well, let's go with the Forge Fire, I guess. I like the stuff that's constant. How many do I need for that? 4. Yeah, I guess we'll get both of those, then we'll get... I don't know, probably we'll be able to get all of it eventually. Well, I'll wait a turn and we can get up to 90, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, 90 is the next thing for all of them. Oh, we got some iron as well, actually. Yeah, I guess we need resources at this point for them. And we got gold though. Well, we'll have a look in when it becomes relevant. Where's the iron? Oh, we probably have that from trade, don't we? Oh, let's get the gold mine upgraded. 2,000. Oh, it's fine. We got lots of money though. Yeah, it gives us an extra 300. Income from trade, 10% faction wide. Right, we're going to want to have the artillery buildings here. Because extra 6 recruit rank for those. That's pretty amazing. Plus that's an extra 1,500 income there. And, you know, Ungrim, if you can take these places, I'll feel much better about not guarding my southern border, not guarding Mount Gumbad. We definitely need some public order buildings about, though. Yeah, let's get some beer over here. It's also a resource, right? Let's upgrade Karak Kadrin. We and then I guess we should build that 5,100 unlock slayers. Yes, we should. We can get some more units actually, I guess, from the Dwarf Warriors. I guess we need the armory for these bets. Let's get a few Dwarf Warriors. Because obviously they're cheaper anyway. But we have like, then we can have like 5 Dwarf Warriors on the front line. As kind of like our, with the shields and stuff as our missile thing, and then we'll fill up the rest with Slayers. Okay. Where do we get our first thingy quest? Slayer Crown, rank 8, so not far off. Research. Income from iron mines, gold mines. I do want to get... I mean, there's lots of things I want to get, right? Empowering the Guild's commandment is going to be a good one, because I'm doing that a lot at the moment anyway. We'll come back for some of these bits, for sure. I want to go straight up to that one. We're not really using this one so much, but... commandment available. Yeah, I guess at this point we just want lots of growth. Let's make sure I've got trade agreements with people I can.
Yes.
Oh, you're not actually at war with the vampires at all. You just took that. You went and claimed that while it was raised. Good on you. Yeah, we got a full-blown military alliance, right? Haven't we? Oh, defensive alliance. Can we get a military alliance? Maybe.
I agree.
Yeah, cool. Doesn't mean they're likely to drag us into any wars. You can see Karak Kadrin now.
Lord of the Dowie in such a manner?
They don't like me. They don't like my war. Whatever. I think yeah, the ones some dwarves are RC and others aren't. Distrust dwarves. Yeah. What a douchebag.
It is time. All here are honored dwarfkin.
Oh man, it's 20 to 9. It's always a good sign if I'm joining a game. Well, I guess I'll have my break at 9. Right, we'll focus on taking out the Red Eye now. We'll take these 2 settlements, we'll move our armies out. Guess we'll replenish for a turn. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to be able to get more. Whatchamacallit them instantaneously. More Slayers. Gonna take a good few turns before we can get that again. I don't know what these guys are doing. They're just building up armies. I guess they're going after temple. Oh, I don't know what they're doing. It always makes me sad when I see the AI doing stupid stuff, because it's like, I mean, it's the thing, like, as far as the AI difficulty and stuff goes, you obviously, the big thing is you want them to play smarter, don't you, rather than just having bonuses and things. Yeah, sure, enter war inside of ally. I kind of knew, I mean, this is fine if he's going to, I don't know where you're going, man. I mean, I do want to go to war with these guys anyway. And if you, God, you could have taken their city over here, right? What? I thought you were going to come and take this settlement. And it's like, well, I want to take these anyway. Well, not even necessarily, it's not so much about taking them, it's just, I mean, I will. Just going to entrust the AI to deal with the vampiric corruption. Ooh, damaging my walls. We'll see if Desmond can assassinate him. I mean, Tempelhof doesn't exactly look strong, right? I mean, I imagine Southbar, we're going to confederate with them first. Being the closest and stuff. I'm just thinking maybe we can go and take that other settlement. Off of Tempelhof. Hey, public order. Ah, hero. Rise of the Fane. Alaric. So this one then, we're looking at my lists. It's Merrick and Max and Waledig. I get this one Anglo-Irish Chris. I'm kind of doing this a bit at random. Bummy's thinking it's just we're not going to get many Anglo-Irish. We know exactly recruiting many new lords soon. We'll probably get the legendary lords.
I grow restless.
Can you actually do stuff this turn? You can. What does it take you to assassinate? 53%. Go for it. Failure. Alright, Dasmal, give it a try. I bet he's going to be on guard now, but 34%.
I must fulfill my Slayer oath.
Oh, we can get some quarrelers in here, couldn't we? I'd much rather have quarrelers at this point. Hello, Zebiz. How are you doing today, sir? I'm doing well. Well, we just retook our capital after losing it to the Red Eye tribe and the rebellion. But you know, other than that, we're doing well. Doing alright. We're doing fine. Well's kind of relative. Ron Peak's going to have a rebellion. Oh, actually, I haven't said that. Once that's done, it might be alright for a little bit. Oh, we haven't got any surplus. We're going to, are you Warhammer player then, Zebes? Or Total War Warhammer player? Oh, we were going to have a look at the items. retaken the city. Well, I've retaken it, but we had to rebuild it. One of the big advantages that Karak Kadrin has is it starts with, it's got a legendary building that at level 2 starts with the Slayer Shrine of Karak Kadrin, and so we can recruit Slayers. And you start with that. Oh, I never played any Total War. Oh, what brought you here then, might I ask? But then it gives us access to the Slayer units, which are really cool. I'm kind of curious. I'm always kind of curious if people find me from another route. Oh, actually, I'm always curious in general how people find me. It's like, majority of people tend to, I mean, according to Twitch stats. Oh, we're waiting for those guys. Well, I guess we might as well just recruit more units. It's going to be a little while before we can get more Slayers, right? Checked if Merrick was streaming, saw they hosted me. Ah, brilliant. That's cool. Yeah, he was just in chat a little while ago, like 20 minutes ago. Well, he was in here for a little bit, and then he left 20 minutes ago. Oh, he's actually in here for quite a while. Go scrolling back. He was in here for about an hour, I guess.
I grow restless.
Sorry, I'm I was thinking about, like, he was actually, there was somebody else in the chat earlier. Oh, I guess Astro Fell was from the same stream or something like that. I'm just thinking, like, I should quote Merrick. I've been here a couple of times at Astrofel. He's super chill. It's one of the channels I actually like watching. Seems like a real genuine guy. Said at 7:36. I should quote that. I should definitely quote that and just like copy and paste it in, get somebody from his channel. Oh, this is what Merrick thinks of me. I've seen Astro and Merrick stream. Yeah, I think Astro was actually here first and then Merrick turned up. Right, let's have a look at this forging. This is really cool. What does Merrick normally play, actually? I get confused. I've had, it's not as easy to keep track of all my followers. It's like, since I got an affiliate last week, and I say my numbers have skyrocketed from like the early 40s to the early 70s. It's not exactly like that massive, but it's not as easy to keep track of everybody. I definitely remember having Merrick about a lot, and his chat room is cool, but I can't remember what he tends to play. Bonus versus large enables flaming attacks. Ooh, this might be good against the vampires. They have large, they tend to have regeneration. We haven't got many options actually as far as weapons on the slightly higher tier. Armor. See what the option. I mean, we have to have the resource as well. Ward save 10%, but we've already got 20%. I mean, I'm thinking of stuff really just for Ungrim at the moment. Our main lord, our main dude. So let's get him an upgraded weapon. Actually, I think we'll go for that. You can run into some issues if people have fire resistance, but bonus versus large. I mean, it's going to end up replacing this at a later time. Because we can recycle these things. Could you give me a quick rundown on what the gameplay is like? Oh yeah, sure. You're not like a, so you're saying you never played any Total Wars and stuff before. So there's two kind of levels to it. There was just a big update so we can get 60 back. Okay, we lose 30 from these. It's worth bearing in mind. So you kind of got this campaign layer, and then which is more as like a turn-based. You've got your settlements. You build them up, build certain buildings that allow you to then build troops and whatnot.
I am the Slayer King.
But then when you come to actually find battles, you fight them on a real-time strategy kind of level. That's where it changes, and hopefully I get to show you something like that soon. I'm currently recruiting units, so I'm waiting to replenish, but we'll see about moving out. Maybe next battle I'll fight it just to give you a quick show you what it's like. But then you've got characters, so it's like, this is my lord, and he's got all these skills as well, and there's magic weapons he can have. So there's very much a role-playing element as well. So we just got this.
Anhat.
Yes, Fane. I forgot what it was. Let's see what we can give him. So we've got more. An archivist, because we've got plenty of those to spare. You can have the pickaxe. I guess we don't have anything else. Or everything else is already being used. So like a higher level RTS. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by higher level. But it's like, hang on, let's see if it goes through next turn. Oh, I'll just zoom out in a minute and see if it's going to scroll through, because this bit's turn-based. It's Mortal Empires. It's kind of the first game and the second game. But each one it scrolls through, is another faction. And you can obviously do diplomacy with other factions. What do you want? You want a military off? Oh, and you're going to give me 500 gold? What about... No, we'll accept that. I was going to say it was a model. I was going to see if I can get any more gold out of it. High as in greater scale and less micromanaging. Oh, yeah, well, kind of. You control units rather than individuals. So it's like you have these units with 70 guys in, but you move the units around, and then you have individual characters and stuff. But each individual model is, you know, rendered and stuff. And each has its own stats, actually. It's just like, you know, I mean, the game works out like on a one-on-one battle type thing. But from your point of view, it's more just units versus units. The Greenskins are united against us. What a bastards. I don't really care. Oh, we've encountered the Scabby Eye and the Teeth Snatchers. It is cool. I really like it. It's a bit. I guess if you don't know the war, I mean, this is kind of a dream come true game for me, because the tabletop war game was. I grew up playing that, and there was a real crappy game in the early '90s that was based on that, and it was basically like an early form of this, but it was just terrible. And it's kind of 10-year-old me or 12-year-old me would shit themselves if they saw this game now. So it's normally like the Total War games are historical. I mean, I remember I played the first one back in the early 2000s, late 90s, whatever it was. And it was based in feudal Japan, and they had a medieval Total War, and then Rome. They did Rome 2, and they did a Napoleonics 1. But this Total Warhammer 1, which came out a couple of years ago, was the first one they did with a fantasy spin. And it's really cool having the monsters and magic and stuff. And then Total Warhammer 2 came out, and there's a mode where you kind of combine the two games. It's like I'm playing a faction that was about in the first game, and it's actually like there's two maps, and they kind of like combine. And they're doing a third one, which is going to combine again to just create an even bigger map of the Warhammer world. And it's one of those ones they've taken I mean, there's loads of games based on Games Workshop IP are very hit and miss over the years. There's been some brilliant ones. I was always very nervous when they're going to do this, but these guys are I think they're very lovingly taken this property and applied it to this game, which is the game, the Total War template's been around for maybe 20 years or so, and the fact that yeah, it's such a perfect blend with the license. It's nice when you get... I mean, people are a lot more wary of this kind of stuff in general in gaming, about looking after a license when they have it, as opposed to it just being a cash grab sort of thing. That's it, you run. You also got these, like, you get hero level characters, so you have a lord leading each army, but you also got heroes. And you can, oh, I can't even reach Waldenhof. That's a shame. Okay.
What?
So they can do, like, missions on the board, like I can get them to assault the garrison, so it's a bit weaker when I go in. I can try and get them to go off and assassinate that character. But for now, I'm just going to stick him in the army. While he's in the army, he'll do some training for the guys, so they'll get a bit of extra experience each turn.
I am the Slayer King.
I guess we're gonna get attrition if we go here. I could do the underground stance, which means I can kind of do the mountain passes and go this way, which I'd be tempted to, but it also means I'm immune to attrition, so I'm going to move there for now. We'll take Waldenhof, which I think is Temple Hof's last place. I mean, if these guys were going to go after it, I'd be happy to. I want to come after the vampires eventually. So this, by us having these, it'll make Manfred weaker in the longer term. But yeah, next turn we'll have to do a battle. Settlement upgrade available. Grom Peak, yeah. You're still gonna have public order issues. I tend to change that for now. Once you have all the areas in a region, you can do a commandment. It's just a simple one, gives a bit of extra public order. I normally like to go with growth, but once our public order reaches -100, we get a rebellion. And it's a bit of a pain to deal with when your army's over here, and moving through the mountains is tricky. But, and we haven't discovered the whole map, obviously, at the moment, but you kind of see the outlines. Hang on, let's rotate a bit. So, and this is just our immediate area we're dealing with, but we've got this whole huge area where there's all other battles. The original Total Warhammer game was basically this area down to here or so, and then all the extra stuff is stuff they've added in. Yeah, it's kind of massive. It's like it was pretty big just with the one game, and the fact that they smashed two of them together. I mean, like the idea of, I mean, I do want to do it at some point and do it like a playthrough where we kind of conquer the whole thing, but it's not something you don't, not going to want to do that every time. It's kind of one of those games where you I don't know what he's doing. Where you kind of got to make your own kind of objectives. There's a big chaos, and my main objective is destroying the... There's a big chaos invasion that kind of happens later. It's got to think of it like the Mongols coming in and invading Europe. I mean, what type of games do you tend to play, actually, Zibbers? Or would you watch Merrick stream, actually? Like, I'm wondering if there's anything I can... By knowing what games you do play and do know, I can maybe do some comparisons. Like, compare it to something. Oh, Guild Wars. Guild Wars. Is that like an MMO? Or am I getting confused? Might be getting it confused with something else. But I try to cut down on gaming in general. I tend to find myself having less and less time to do gaming. It's kind of one of the reasons why I'm trying to do it as a living. It takes too much time. Time I don't really have. Where it's like, this last thing is like, what if I can somehow work out a way of doing this for a living? Then I can just play games all the time. We're probably going to lose Nashrak's Lair again. I need to deal with these guys. I mean, we'll take Temple off this last settlement there, and then we'll go and finish these guys off. Yeah, it's an MMORPG from 2005. God, is it that old? You used to play in it. I used to play, I don't know, EVE Online, and EVE Online was the one I played the most, I guess. Lord of the Rings Online, I played that a fair amount. Yeah, those games like that, man, they're I mean, this is a long game. You know, a campaign can easily take 80 hours. I think on this particular map with the large thing, I think I did one before and it was like 120, 130 hours. And just, it was really more getting to that point where it's just saying more, we didn't finish. We just, I wasn't actually streaming that one, but more just, you get to a certain point, you're like, okay, I'm done. I've got as much as I want out of this. And this is a long game, and then I look at MMORPGs, and I'm like, it's too much time. Games with no end. It's just like